Hi, collective. Hey, guys. It is a groggy morning, honey. Your girl is tired, honey. There is the energy of feeling smooth. It's a groggy day, you're tired. You're like, God, I'm so, over it. But it feels rewarding. You're trying to stay positive even through it. If you're allowed to acknowledge that you're tired. You're allowed to acknowledge that you're exhausted, because I feel like that's how it's going to help you stay proactive during this time. I feel like there's something about really... What did the Four of Cups in reverse trying to symbolize? There's like a lesson plan here. There's almost like an energetic release of some form that you're going to be taking place here. Yeah, we have the King of Cups. They're talking about taking control of your life, taking control of your power, taking authority of your life. So I feel like that somebody here is really going to be, even though they could be tired, they could be a little exhausted, I feel like somebody's going to be taking initiative of some project here. Somebody's going to be leading up or stepping up of some work. Or this could in general be a call to acknowledge your power. Mental release, seeking mental release. I see the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something about maybe a new opportunity for mental release, especially in your material world. This could be some sort of day project, day job, side work, side hustle. We have the Chariot and we also have the Temperance upright, which talks about divine movement taking place, making divine movement and planning in a divine balanced way. Going after, King of Cups again, because that's how you're really going to be able to take control and do things. Okay, I feel like this version of you, the masculine version of you that you're trying to align to, that gets things done, that stands in their own power, has been through this before. So now I feel like there's a level of planning, a level of movement that you're going to be doing, and it's going to be healing. I feel like this movement that you might be taking, this course of action, this new path. Okay, I'm seeing like some heavy thinkers. Somebody's going to be using their head a lot more. Somebody's going to be in this actual grounded space, this energy, this synergy. And I know that for them, there's part of them that's felt very uncomfortable by that, but this energy is necessary because it's time for them to be sharing their actual truth. And I feel like there's something about that they've been denying as well. Spirit, tell me more. I feel like you overthink everything. There's like this constant dire need to always be seen as respectful. You have the strength. You have the strength to be you. Have the strength to be authentic. Have the strength to open up. Have the strength to still be loving and compassionate, but also have the strength to not be afraid to shake the table. There's something about your throat chakra and the way that it's used can be very, very significant. As I'm literally saying that, my voice is dropping, which shows that I am being more, I guess authentic in a sense. Like allowing myself to kind of just vocally thrive. There's something about the way you use your voice, the way you use your creativity, the way you use your message, the way you use your platform, the way that you're seen. Okay, I very much feel like an energy like Nashisha Cave energy here. This could very much feel like you guys watch her, tune into her. There could also be a message from her that could be very, very significant for you guys here. But there feels like an element of some new conquest. Like some of you guys are very, very spiritual people. Some of you guys are very, very in tune. Some of you guys are getting your own downloads. But it's a sense of believing them. Like I feel like maybe some of you guys have felt like you're spiritually blocked. Or you feel like you're in like a very, very dark place. And there's something about that that's even necessary for your growth and your expansion right now. I know that it feels like you may seem like you're in like a darker place, but you're actually not. You're entirely safe. I think right now you're just going through your shadow self right now. There's a very deep shadow self-healing right now as well. But it feels deeper than that. Like, it feels like it's ancestral healing energy. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups. This is helping you walk away, helping you heal, walk away from the sadness. Helping you enter this new era. Yeah, the Devil. It's definitely helping you point attention to what you're attached to. But I feel like you keep getting scared to go near it. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys are, like, clear. Like, when I'm talking to my clairvoyance, I'm talking to my people that can see, that have very, very strong visions of their life. That have very, very strong visions in general. energy, this mold, it feels like you're grappling so tightly onto an old version of yourself because you're scared of the fall. I'm almost seeing like a version of yourself where it's like you're gripping onto this. It's like we're in the stars, and it's kind of like you're gripping onto this old reality when like we're all trying to head to a new one that is a new awakening, a new dawn. And I feel like that right now, it's like you keep clinging on to the past. Your soul or a part of your inner child is clinging on to this past version of itself, of weakness, of fear, because it doesn't know what true strength is, because all it saw was its strength be abused. I feel like you saw power be distorted into evil, and that's something that you wanted no part of. But I think that what your inner child needs to unlearn is the fact that, or what it needs to learn is that power distortion is happened by people, meaning it's a choice to distort your power. True power comes from within. True power comes with how you use it for good. Power is a necessity. It's your vitality. It's how you flow. It's how you get through the world. And I feel like a part of your inner child still has that anxiety. I'm talking to people who's like grew up very, very anxious child. A very, very, very anxious kid. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. How all of this ties into the now energy is that your inner child senses that danger is near. And what I mean by that is that it's not danger. I feel like one thing that this collective has tend to do is that it's tend to overpsych itself out or overanalyze to the point where it just jumps to a conclusion. It can sense that your celebration of your hard work, of what you've been trying to bring into your life, of what you're harboring in, that connection to your faith, the payoff that comes with that, is rushing in. There's going to be some form of offer coming into you guys, okay? Especially like with your career, this Knight of Pentacles here. This could be like some like creative expansion. This could be like your home life as well. This could be like renovation work, I'm hearing. New carpentry, somebody's moving in. A new address of some form. Payoff. But there's something about like an offer of some form. Some communication, signed contract, a deal being made. And it's like a beautiful, it's highlighting the work that you've worked so hard to get to. And I feel like right now is the time for you to keep going. I don't even want to say keep being resistant, because that's what I heard, but it's not even about being resistant. It's about keep being resilient. Because I think being resistant is how things have been very, very cloudy for you, has gotten muddy. I feel like this collective can maybe be dealing with some very, very, I'm going to be real, some spiritual attachments. I think some cleansing could be in order. I think letting in the light, opening the window, lighting candles, saging, okay, deep breaths, kind of tuning in to the divine. There's something about having meditation that this collective definitely is going to start practicing. Definitely getting deeper into grounding techniques, because I do feel like that is necessary, because I do think that there's something about this new beginning that Spirit doesn't need you to psych yourself out for. I feel like right now that you're in a mode of like seeking out validation for other people, I feel like you need to be entering your mode of, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone who's successful, who knows that they're success and doesn't need to validate it from any other person. And they know they know how to move, they know how to be resourceful. With this Tower reverse, it was talking about taking control of that change. You are meant to stand in alignment of greatness. Okay, I'm hearing multimillionaires, generational wealth. I know, and I've been saying my whole life, that I will be the first in my family to have that. And I mean that. Oh, and I mean the fuck out of that. I will have that. I don't know how. I don't know when. But I don't need to know when I know it's happening, period. So, There's something about standing in that power. There's something about standing in your own alignment and your own mighty grace, stepping onto your throne. I'm seeing an energy of like a crown being placed upon your head. You're going to be taking a mighty seat somewhere, okay? And I know that things have felt very, very dark, things have felt very, very cloudy, but there's an energy of justice being brought to you right now. Justice in your financial situation, something that have been going through the mud, the gutter, honey, and I hear you loud and clear. But I'm telling you, that hard work of searching for a job, maybe side hustles that you've been doing in the meantime, maybe there's something about the way you carry yourself that's bringing something much bigger to you. I'm hearing something about a record deal as well. There's something about creativity, music, expansion, seeing the light and trusting your path and not getting sideswept by the overcomplication that is being a human. I feel like being a human, we made everything so overcomplicated that this isn't the time for you to get sideswept by that, to get discouraged, to get trapped in this mode of energy. Okay, there's a major need for you to embrace your light. Do not suffocate your light, baby. That is where the magic lies. That is where I just saw 1111. Oh, I've been seeing 1111 everywhere. And when I told you, when I started this new path with my partner, I met my partner almost 2 years ago now. And I remember, I told God, I was like, if this is the path that I'm really meant to walk down and things are going good, I really want to see 1111. And I used to see 1111 all the time. And for a while, I stopped seeing it. And now I'm seeing 1111 again. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Things are working out. Things are happening for a reason. Okay, 1111 and 444 are my numbers. And 222 and 333, actually. Honestly, and 111 too. 555 still kind of freaks me out, but that's also the number of change. So like that, change can be triggering. Those are all the numbers I'm hearing that could really be resonating right now. But there is something about having confirmation with 432, 567 energy. And 555 can be very significant as well. Expanding out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out there in new ways, and not even doing it from a conscious lens of self-defense or lack, or I have to do this, or chase, or this and that. You're simply doing it from a place of attraction. And it's going to feel normal. Like, it's not going to feel staggering. You know what I mean? It's going to be this consistent flow, and I feel like that's what's deserving. It's like, even when things are difficult, it's like you're going to have this newfound peace. I'm hearing a timeline jump as well. Overdue for one. I heard overdue for a timeline cleanse. Overdue for a timeline leap. It's time for your next adventure, your next faith, your next everything. And it's time for you to be comfortable expanding and receiving it. It's a double energy of going after and receive. It's interesting. But don't overcomplicate it. Okay? Whew. I'm hearing something about my oracle cards, which I have not used my oracle deck in like a really long time. Actually, I really can't lie. It's been a minute, but I've been wanting to use this deck again. Literally, as I split the deck, we have chant, hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. And we also have oracle, spirits of the other world, tell me the tales of the unknown, tell me the tales of the forbidden. So there's something about you, when you start living in your truth a lot more, when you start being your most authentic and not being afraid of an outcome or what's going to happen, I feel like that's how a lot of expansion is going to be created. I think that's how also you're going to be receiving a lot more downloads, you're going to be receiving a lot more clues on what to do, you're going to be a lot more in the know. This would also be a time for you to really be soaking in and listening to your ancestors as well during this time. Yeah, we have the distorted feminine, which talks about a feeling, and honestly, the flower crown being in reverse is confirmation. Yeah, there feels like an energy of your divine feminine self is lacking a certain energy of confidence that is really needed to prevail to the next point of your journey. I really feel like that there is a disdain for a certain version of yourself, or a disdain for a certain variety of people that you feel like you've become, That's a very multifaceted reading. There feels like an energy of you don't like who you've become. Almost an energy of you've lost yourself or you've secluded. Yeah, interesting. There's an interesting message of feeling very, very secluded or very, very like isolating your divine feminine out of you. This could be to my trans women as well. Shout out to us, because I'm also trans as well. There's a lot, it could be a lot of inner healing that we're still purging through, especially in this time period, which can be very, very icky, very muddy, but it's so necessary for us to feel and to unlearn that pain, baby. We have Flower Crown in the up right now, because I flipped that bitch. Wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright and is eternal, like the soul. Ivory motherfucking P, wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright and is eternal, like the soul. You are meant to shine in divine ways, baby. We have that oracle card of like the spirit talking to you. Spirit has really been trying to reach out to you. Your team is really trying to be very, very close to you, give you ammunition. Baby, I'm seeing like an energy of like spirit team going to bat for you. Like I feel like military, like camo clothes and like machinery and like baby, they go to war, they go to bat for you. This is a very spiritually blessed, divine, anointed group. Gal, boy, them, whoever you are. Honestly, genders are so dumb. We're literally all souls, but like, whatever. Like, whatever. Anyway, either fucking way, though, you are meant to shine like no other. So do it. Do it, girl. Shine. Wear your power proudly. Be a fucking weirdo. Be weird, bitch. Like, be yourself. We're gonna die. Hey, do you remember? I want you guys to remember how small we are. You know, my boyfriend showed me something yesterday, because he's in school right now, and he's studying more about. Why the fuck is Henry staring? I think Henry, one of our chickens, or my rooster, I don't know if he can hear me, but he's like deadpan, like staring and like, hi Henry! Hi baby! I love you, Henry! Anyway, but yeah, like, my boyfriend was showing me something literally yesterday, I think, about how, like, cells. And, like, it really reminded us about, like, reminded me about how small we are. Like, breaking that shit down and, like, microscopic, we're this fucking small, right? On a thing that... The way my phone died in the middle of that fucking reading, like, at the end of it, but I was just doing a shuffle spread to myself, because I was just checking in, I was like, tarot's still a part of my destiny, right? Like, this is something I still really feel meant to do. Like, I still really want to do this, you know what I mean? And it was literally like, break free, dear one, for you aren't containable, spread wide and far, you are limitless. And then it also said with X magic, I draw my body with an invisible blade, card with the bliss of lustrous teeth. It is in the allure that I will meet blood and flesh. Summoned, your flesh rises from the ashes into the expansive flame that is your soul. And I just got a notification from this Affirm app that I use, because like I like having affirmation widgets, and it just said good things are coming my way as I said that, as I was doing that. So this is a confirmation that many good things, many blessings, many things, resolving conflict and resolving internal conflict can be very, very significant as well, bro. There's so many, if you have been in conflict about what you want to do, what direction you want to head in your life, if things have been feeling very cloudy, you're going to be resolving that very, very quickly. So just trust and believe that good things are coming, and I promise you things are going to be happening for its greater good. Okay, 333 angel wings, feathers can be very, very significant. I'm also saying chickens. I have chickens. You guys can have chickens. Chicken of any sort can be very, very significant as a meal. Maybe I'm just hungry. Anyway, listen. I will see y'all later. I love y'all. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.